Guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Deja, and if you're back, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So guess who's back on the channel? Kashmir. And got his little piggy. You like your little piggy. But then he just wanted to say hi. Okay, he took his piggy and ran. That's fine. That's fine. Really quick, I just want to add a disclaimer about some of the things that I talk about in this video. I am not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or bash anyone for getting a BBL or showing off their wealth. It's in our human nature. It's what we do. I myself partake in doing the same thing. So we're all human here. We all participate in social media. Please do not take offense to anything I say and keep doing you. Social media make you hate yourself. I know, a little harsh, but let's face it. How many times have you taken a photo and thought, no, proceeds to take another one? No, not that one either. Proceeds to take 25 more and you don't like any of them. Or you do find one that you do like, but you have acne, so let's Facetune that off. Or you don't like the way your chin looks, so let's slim it down a little bit with Facetune. And my hips don't look the way I want. Let's use Photoshop to slim that down. Or you see a 20-year-old buying a multi-million-dollar house and you look at yourself and your paycheck and your life and think, what the hell am I doing wrong? Sounds familiar? That's because social media has made you think that you and what you're doing isn't good enough. You think that your body isn't good enough. You think your face isn't good enough. You don't think your income or your lifestyle is good enough. If social media never existed, I don't believe all of the body dysmorphia, anxiety, and depression over the fact that you don't have what the next person have, and just hating yourself overall because of the way that you look or the way that your lifestyle is, it wouldn't really exist as much or at all. You wouldn't be worried about snapping back after giving birth to a literal human. That would be the least of your concern. You're getting mommy makeover appointments immediately after giving birth. Hell, sometimes before even giving birth, which really doesn't make sense to me because 50 years ago, nobody was doing that shit. We live in a day and age where everybody is attached to their phones, and more than likely, it's because of social media. You're checking your Facebook, you're checking your Instagram, you're scrolling up and down on TikTok, you're watching some YouTube, you're doing something when it comes to social media. And although it seems practical to just be on it for 5, 10, maybe even 30 minutes max, most of us are on our phones for at least 5, 6, even 8 hours if we don't have anything to do for that day. Now imagine consuming 6 to 8 hours of content that's based around beauty and based around luxury. How do you think that will start to affect you if your life doesn't appear to be as similar as that? So let's take a deep dive into why social media make you hate yourself. Beauty standards are constantly changing over the years. Back in early 2000s, it was thin is in. Moving into the 2010s, curvy, meaning with small hips, big butts, and big breasts, had become the main beauty standard. Women wanting to look like that fell into the hands of BBLs. The BBL body is still very prevalent today, kind of going out of style low-key, and thin is starting to come back in. As you can see, a lot of women, especially celebrities, removing their BBLs and things of that such. But let's talk about BBLs for a second. I mean, BBLs is one of the main cosmetic surgeries probably ever in the world being done as of today. Women who look perfectly fine the way they are just insist on getting this procedure done. Even knowing the fact that it's probably one of the deadliest procedures that you can get, they don't care. Not only that, you see a lot of women getting Botox, you see a lot of women getting fillers, getting needles and stuff in their face just to fit the certain beauty standard that is popular during this time. And even after getting all of the surgeries, all of the fillers and the needles in their face, they continue to Photoshop themselves. Question, when will enough be enough? When will people begin to be happy with themselves? You've already laid on the table and got your body cosmetically fixed the way that you like it, according to the beauty standards during this time, and then you still Photoshop your pictures? When will enough be enough? And I'm not going to sit here and say that this is wrong or whatever, because even I myself have Photoshopped my photos. I have Photoshopped my hips. I have Photoshopped my face. I have done it all. But sometimes I question myself, when is enough going to be enough? When will I start to see the beauty within myself? I went a long time without wanting to film videos because I didn't think that I fit the beauty standard. I didn't fit clear skin and pretty hair and, the beauty standard that gets pushed into the algorithm all over social media. And I didn't want to film videos or even make content because I didn't feel like I was good enough. I wasn't confident to even turn on a camera and film myself as my natural self and not Photoshop it to the gods. With TikTok being at an all-time high, I started to see beauty standards that I've actually never seen before up until now. Like the two-tone lips trend that was going around. And I just thought, like, what the is that? Two-tone lips is now the beauty standard? Two-tone lips. Now I want to take a moment and talk about how social media has definitely affected the younger generation. I'm talking like teenagers that's coming up now, 13 and on up. It has heavily affected them. Half the time when you get on these platforms and you see these young girls, you can't even tell that they're of that age. You think they're very much either 19 and up. These young children now do not go through the awkward teenage stage anymore. They don't go through the ugly duckling stage anymore. I mean, these girls are going from 11 shopping at Justice to 12 and 13 shopping at Fashion Nova. That's why I feel like social media at a young age is very unhealthy, because now these girls are very young. I feel like they need to start doing a full face of makeup. They're wanting to get nose jobs. They're talking about BBLs. They're talking about things that they should not be talking about at a very young age. And they're being exposed to a lot of things that they should not be exposed to at an early age. They're upset because their body don't look like Kylie Jenner's body when they're like 15. The moment these girls turn 18, they're, let's go lay on the table and get a BBL. Like, no, wait, whoa, let's slow down, okay? But that's really all I have to say about the beauty standards nowadays and how it has affected us as adults and how it affected us as teenagers. Let's talk about the teenage multimillionaires and this constant fuel of luxury content. Everybody now think that they need this high-rise luxury apartment and these really nice cars, and they need to be driving a G-Wagon by age 21. If not, they're failing in life and nobody loves them. We look at these young influencers doing the absolute bare minimum, getting brand deals and getting opportunities that make them multimillionaires by the age of 20. And now you, as a 21-year-old college student or whatnot, feel like you're doing something wrong. And then on top of feeling like you're already not doing good enough in life, you have these hustle culture videos up and down your timeline telling you the same thing, like how I became a multimillionaire by age 19 with drop shipping
knowledge.
You think you have to start a massive drop shipping company at age 19. It's constantly shoved in our face. They're showing out their luxury houses and their luxury cars and their luxury clothes. You look at your favorite YouTuber and they're showing off their brand new top of the line Birkin bag, whatever it is, and you just feel like absolute shit when you shouldn't, because you're doing enough. But you don't feel that way because it's constantly shown that you should be at this level of success at this age. I even found myself telling myself that I'm not doing enough because I don't have X amount of dollars in my account, or I don't have this type of car or this kind of apartment. I've caught myself telling myself that, and I've had to be reminded by the people around me that you are doing enough. But it was hard to see that because I got other people my age online doing way better than I am. They're living in a high-rise apartment in New York, driving a freaking Bentley. My car has had the check engine light on for an entire year now, and the AC stops working after like 10 minutes of being on. Soon after, you start getting caught in this cycle, telling yourself that if I didn't wake up in the morning and consumed social media first thing, maybe I'll feel better later in the day. Or if I didn't consume as much, I might start to feel better about my life. A creator named Young Beezus here on YouTube made a great video talking about how one gets stuck in the cycle of social media. He made a great video about how social media affects one, and I think that you guys should go check that video out. I'll have it linked up here and I'll have it linked down in the description below. Go check out Young Beezus' channel. He has great content. If you need a boost of positivity, go check out his channel. Well guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you don't mind, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get more consistent with my uploads, but I do other content on my Facebook if you want to go check that out. I'm very active up there. I post content up there pretty often, a lot more than up here. So if you can go follow me on my Facebook, that would be awesome, and I would appreciate it a lot. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.